the moon, the light will shine with the clouds. We're gonna fly up into the blue sky, so slowly, and we have the moon in our arms. Back is so far away from it. Oh, don't fade away. Knewkey, 'cause we want to get close to you.
We have moved to on to step number 3. Let me talk about it, which is that this is probably the hardest step in the whole 3-step getting my life together. And we've all been there. We've all been procrastinating for such a long time that to get back into our flow, it gets really hard. So for us to even pick up one task for 5 minutes, that 5-minute rule, that it does not work. We don't even want to pick up that task. It takes so much willpower to just collect energy and to, sit down at your desk, take out pens, pencil, open your laptop, get the notebooks ready, everything, and then just sit down for 5 minutes, do it. It feels like such a burden, and let me tell you, I've been there, so I know that even getting up and wanting to do that task is really, really hard. I'm going to give you throughout this video mainly 5 tips to get back into your flow, and these are very simple. You might not think that these work, but they do, so that's great, right? So let's start with our first tip. Would be to clean and organize your surroundings, and that means for me is that I just told you that I was in my online classes, right? So after my online classes, throughout my online classes, I need my glasses, my pencil, my highlighter, my laptop, my notebooks, all these stuff. But of course, for my different classes, I have different notebooks for different subjects. I have different notebooks. Of course, I need to change my notebook. But what I did instead of just changing my notebook, I closed everything. I shut down my laptop. I put my pencil back, in my pencil case. I put the highlighter in the pencil container. I closed my glasses, put it in this case. I did those things to get that place clean. Then you can wipe your table. You can grab yourself some water, make some coffee, maybe change the music, turn on the lights, or turn up the lights, turn off some bomb music. Some warm lights, or whatever it is that makes you go oh, I want to study now, and do that. If you were in a completely different stage, let's say you were in your bed, in your cozy warm blanket, you're watching Netflix, I want you to first of all remove the blanket. That's the first step. Then turn on the big light, keep watching Netflix, okay? Then get up from your bed while you're watching Netflix and grab your pencil case, your notebooks, whatever supplies you need, and even while watching Netflix, just spread them out. Turn on your laptop, turn on the class that you need to watch, turn on the PDF notes, whatever that is, turn that on, open your notebook, take the pencils out, and keep them really organized on the table while the Netflix is on. And then you're going to close Netflix, but right before you do it, you're going to turn on the music that makes you go I'm the main character. It could be for me or for anyone like me, it's either Elle's main character music. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I'm going to put a picture here, or some rain music, rain sounds. Third, some sort of instrumental music, no lyrics, of course. Any of these 3 music work for me. It could be completely different for you. You can actually play lyrics music if that's what you want. But whatever it is, turn that music on, turn your Netflix off, and now sit down at your desk. Now suddenly your environment has changed. As much as it was sudden, it was also gradual. So now your environment has changed, and we're getting to the point that we need to start studying. That was pretty big tip, right? Tip number 2 is to clean your surroundings. Wasn't that tip number 1? No. What I mean is clean your surroundings. That was still tip number 2. No, I mean go out of your way, bring out cleaning wipes, sanitizer, organize your whole bookshelf, change your bed cover sheets, do your laundry, do stuff that are not related to study, but still make you go productive. What will that do? Well, that will boost your dopamine, and that's gonna make you think that you're actually doing some productive stuff. And you know what? You are doing productive stuff because you're cleaning your surroundings. But this would get you into the flow of that dopamine hit. And after you spend at least 30 minutes, 25 minutes, 30, whatever it is, minutes on doing stuff that is not studying, but also in your mind it's productive stuff, you're going to get that flow, that dopamine hit, and put that dopamine hit into the studying area. Okay, this is the area where you need your dopamine. This is where you need to actually focus on. And how are you going to do that? By bringing all the cleaning dopamine that you just built up. You're feeling so happy. I haven't cleaned my bookshelf, I haven't cleaned my desk, I haven't, even cleaned my pencil case, my backpack in such a long time, and now I finally done it. I feel so good. You're going to bring that dopamine, that happiness, and bring it to studying. there's this tip that goes like you can study for like just tell yourself to study for 5 minutes, and it's supposed to give you like into the flow. But this is kind of like the alternative of it. If you cannot even like get yourself up to study because you feel like it's such a heavy task, do something much easier, cleaning, and then bring that vibe to studying. It's actually a really good tip. I'm gonna do that. On to tip number 3, and that is to set a timer. You know, you probably think that's probably the basic as advice that I've ever heard. But guess what? Let me tell you. Setting a timer that's like under what you would expect yourself to complete. Let's say you have to complete an assignment that would take you 3 hours. Set a timer for like 2 hours. Or if you are like extra energetic and you feel like this assignment, you know, like if I try my best, you can do it in like 1.5 hours. You know, you want to like really risk. Set a timer for that and do your task in under, you know, what you expected yourself to do. My competitive ass loves to do this whenever I have energy. Whenever I don't have energy, I don't even like to get up on bed. So if I'm setting a timer to do a task, I will let my competitive ass take the charge, okay? Because if I said I'm gonna finish this task in 2 hours, I will lower that amount and be like, I can finish this in 45 minutes. I can. If I let my competitive ass take this task. So tip number 4 is having a study buddy or a companion with you who can study with you. Yeah, study buddy. But they don't have to study the same material as you, but they have to be same enthusiastic as you. So if you think of studying for 2 hours, they should also be enthusiastic enough to study with you for 2 hours. And that is your study buddy technique. But I think for me personally, it doesn't work because first of all, I have friends that study with me. We all have completely different schedule. So first to find time and study with each other is not really hard. And the second thing is that I don't find studying with someone really helpful. You know, it just makes me want to talk to them. And I really don't think that this works for me, but there are a lot of people who, you know, would love this technique, especially if the course is getting really scary and you feel like, you know, you can't do it alone, that you could call a friend, you can video call them, or just have a simple call and study with them. Or there are also a ton of sites, you know, where you can go and study with someone. They don't have to, you know, if you're alone with AF and you don't have anyone to study with, you can also go to Discord, and there are certain online sites that allow you to sit down and study with certain K-pop group members. I don't know, whatever you love, you can find there on the internet, right? So you can find study buddies even on the internet. I think there are a ton of apps and a lot of websites that allows you to do that. There are also certain website that allows you to be on chat with people that you're not really seeing them, not really able to talk with them, but you see them in their little chats. You can also go to like Twitch, you know, go to Twitch and see someone like live streaming their studies. You can also go to YouTube and do that. So there's a lot of study people out there that you can go and study with. You know, studying live with someone with like a good music in the background, or like they can easily find in YouTube. I think that is a good one too. And you know, tip number 5, and that is to multitask. I know I never expected myself to say this, but multitask. If you feel like you have absolutely no motivation to do a single task, or you feel like this task is too simple, I don't want to dedicate 2 hours of my time doing this, then multitask. But I mean a good multitask. Let's say you're doing practice questions, or let's say you're doing something that does not require you to listen to something. You know, like let's say you're doing lectures. Of course, you need to listen to those lectures in order for you to understand them. So multitasking with lectures on is kind of like difficult. So with, you know, something that does not require you to listen or for you to be really attentive with, you can, you know, do something else while you're at it. For me, what I like to do a lot of times if I have like a ton of homework, and that is that I like to listen to podcasts or audiobooks or something like that, something like auditory that is not music, while I'm doing my task. You can also listen to, let's say you have like English, right? So you can find audiobooks of your English lessons, or you can ask one of your friends, or you yourself can record your voice reading that chapter, and then you can play whenever you're like studying. And that would be great for you because you are, you know, doing work of 2 subjects at one time. You're gonna be like doing like science questions or something like that, and in your headphones it's going on like English literature work, so you're focusing on both the things. And the reason that I said friend is because if you're actually reading the material, you'll probably understand it and you won't have to listen to it like twice or thrice. But let's say you do, then you can record it on your own. But if you don't, then you can ask one of your friends to do that for you if you have good loyal friends. And if you do not, you can also find a lot of audiobooks like, you know, available on the internet on legal or illegal sites. So you can download it from over there. Or there's actually another thing I would talk about, and that is if you have like a laptop, MacBook, it allows you to convert text into speech. You can also do that on, you know, phone, but I think you have to record it because you can't really play it in the background unless you have it like in audio form. And for that, I say, like, let's say you're using your laptop. On one tab you play that translation, and on the other tab you're doing your work on, right? So in that part you can take your whole text, copy, paste it, and then turn on the translate. Then can like play it, speak thing, and you can do it a little slow so that you actually understand stuff. In MacBook, it automatically allows you to do that. You simply just, it's like a MacBook feature. You don't really have to even open Google to do that. That's what I'm saying. So you can do that. This will be the end of my Get My Life Together video, and I will continue to talk about this in my next, 1 or 2 vlogs until I'm able to sum up this whole week. And one thing I want to say to everyone who is watching this video, and that is that, the reason that I said 1 week was because, the quote that I mentioned in the very beginning of this video, don't waste your time, don't waste your life in trying to get it together. And that is so true, because you're never going to get 100% of your life together. That's not even, like, true, because there's so much in life. Like right now as a student, you think that, oh, getting my exams or doing my homework, doing my assignments, even, like graduating school is my goal as of now. But then you complete that, and then there's another goal, and then there's another goal. So you can't really get your life together and be in a state of constant. That can only happen when you stick with a schedule. And I gave you guys that schedule in this video, and of course that was really, really enthusiastic of me, that I schedule every single second of my time. And I also gave myself, certain, like, this is the only time that you will rest, this is the time that you will, like, literally grind. But this is for the first week, because I think that I need to complete a lot of my tasks, and giving myself 1 week to complete them is, like, really good time. And that's why I'm giving you guys 1 week to complete all your major tasks that you have been procrastinating on. But after that, take a little chill pill, tell yourself that, all things that were piling up are not complete, so you will get a daily dose of pile. You gotta complete it daily, and don't let it pile up, okay? It's only for 1 week, so I hope that you actually take this challenge seriously. I certainly will. I'm gonna go because I filmed this video for 1 hour. I know this is like a 15-minute video, but I took a whole hour to film this video. I don't know how I did that, but I just did that. So I'm gonna go and watch 2 of my lectures that I promised myself to do today. Today is Monday, and Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. We're gonna have a ton of videos coming up. I have, like, what was my goal? I have to make 3 videos before my summer vacation ends, and I have, like, 1 week to film these 3 videos, which is actually a really, really heavy task if you ask me. And I also have to make, like, 6 more shorts, so I think I have a lot of things in my hand. So we're gonna conclude this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and if you did, be sure to give this video a thumbs up and comment down below what are some of your goals, what are some of the things that have been piling up that you're gonna be completing by following this Get My Life Together timetable. And be sure to follow up with me in the next vlog. Bye.
This is a certified hood classic.
Hey, yo, the pizza here.